What are the top 5 fruit trees that will actually grow in your yard in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas? Number 1, probably the easiest fruiting tree for you to grow in the DFW area is a fig. Celeste fig will probably be the most reliable fruiting tree for you. So if you like figs, or you know anybody that likes figs, get you some figs in the ground. I'd recommend more than one. They're very easy. They don't need much. Don't let them be soggy all the time. You can mound them up a little bit if you want. They do like good soil, but they don't even need it. So give it a bunch of good wood chip mulch. Let it be where it can get a ton of heat. It needs a little bit of airflow, but again, these things are not fussy. Get you some fig trees in the ground. Celeste is your best bet, and then they'll handle the heat really, really, really well. They may die back when things get cold. If you get a freeze, this tree right here, lots of my trees have died all the way back to the ground, but we don't get enough of a hard ground freeze that thing will grow back to its full size again the following year. You just don't need to worry about them. Get you figs. Try Celeste, you'll have success. All right, the number 2 most reliable fruit tree for your backyard is gonna be peaches. Now, peaches don't have a super, super long life, but for 5 to 10 years, you can have a lot of fun and a lot of great fruit with peaches. Try Harvester, June Gold, or Redskin. Make sure they get a ton of sun. I'm looking south. This gets a ton of south-facing sun. A little bit of afternoon shade is okay in our area because it's so hot. But a lot of sun, a lot of airflow, a lot of good mulch, you'll do well with peaches. Number 3, honestly, in my opinion, the most reliable fruit tree for North Texas are pears. Try Orient or Kiefer or Ayers. I've got 4 Kiefer pears right in the middle of my orchard in my backyard. You don't have to have yours in an orchard. You could have them out in the front yard if you want. Pears have those white flowers in the spring. They're pretty. They smell pretty decent, and they put on some great fruit. These Kiefers put on some hard pears. They're almost like an apple, a little bit tougher. They're sweet, but not super, super sweet. So try the Orient if you want a little bit softer, a little bit sweeter, but these Kiefers are like hard to stop growing and fruiting. You'll have more than you can handle. They'll be fun to share. Get you some pears. It will be hard to fake. Number 4 are apples. I know this one doesn't look impressive, but stand by. This is a Dorset Golden apple that I just planted this year, and I planted it because this one has done really well. This is our favorite producer in the garden, in the orchard most years. You can already see some apples coming on for this year, but this is a low chill hour apple. Don't get greedy with apples. Now, if you have a bunch of space like I do and a lot of our clients do, then experiment. But if you have a tight amount of space and you want reliable apples, try Anna or Dorset Golden. They don't need a lot of cold temperatures, but they do need some. In DFW, almost every year has enough for these trees to fruit. And then once they get to maturity, year 5 or 6 or beyond, they will put on a lot of apples for you to enjoy late summer, early fall, but you get to enjoy the flowers late winter, early spring, and a big, beautiful tree most of the year. They do need a little bit of pruning, but apples can do very well in North Texas. Try Anna or Dorset Golden. Number 5, this one surprises a lot of our friends and neighbors and guests. Most reliable trees that will actually work in your yard in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas and surrounding areas, pomegranate. Each one of these little reddish, orangish flowers is going to be a pomegranate if I take good care of these trees, and they don't really need a lot of care. These trees love a ton of sun. They like good soil, so you want a lot of mulch. You want to take good care of them and give them deep watering, not a lot of frequent watering, okay? So take good care of these guys, and they will give you some fruit that most people just don't think of as healthy producers in our area. They're really pretty. They smell good for a little while, and they put on some awesome fruit. So you can see some earlier buds. You can get some of these things really putting on a ton of fruit. Even these little guys will be pomegranates. So these things you can keep as kind of a big bush or let them turn into a small to mid-sized tree. We have a few of these around the property. The more you have, the more they're gonna produce, basically. So that's true of most fruit trees. Stay tuned to the channel if you wanna learn more about what we're doing. We're not world-class experts at fruit trees, but I tell you what we are experts at, and that's helping you buy or sell a property with a big backyard where you could grow stuff like this and enjoy it. So if we can help you with that, let us know. And then along the way, I'll tell you what's working and not working for me in my own backyard. Check out the rest of the channel. I'll talk to you on the next one.